Hey there, guys. We are back. We are talking about Doctor Who again, which is a bit refreshing. I must admit, it's been a while since we last talked about Doctor Who. And the fate of the show has been kind of like a bit weird for the past few months, to be honest, since the last season of Doctor Who ended. We didn't know if this was going to be like a long hiatus that Doctor Who would be on. But yeah, the BBC and the official Doctor Who page have officially confirmed that Doctor Who will be returning in 2026 for a Christmas special, which is really exciting. And they've also confirmed when the spin-off show The War Between the Land and the Sea is coming out. Right. So yeah, this is really cool. I know I'm a couple days late on this news. I have been on holiday, that's why I'm currently a bit late on this video. But I still wanted to make a quick light video going over my thoughts on this. But yeah, if you're wondering why I'm late on this news, then that's the main reason. I've just been on holiday. But I'm now back. There's a few other things I will be covering on the channel as well, but bear with me, guys. I have been on holiday, so stay patient, and you'll hear my thoughts on those other stuff. But yeah, let's get back to Doctor Who though. So yeah, obviously this show's obviously been around for over 60 odd years, and it hasn't had like a really long hiatus for a long time, since like way before 2005. But yeah, I think what's going on is, from the sound of it, is so this is gonna have a Christmas special which is coming out for next year, for 2026, which is really cool. I must admit, I did see Russell T Davies tease a couple things about it on his story, that we could potentially be getting the Weeping Angels in it, which would be really cool. I think that would be a really strong comeback, because I feel like that's what Doctor Who really needs for its Christmas special next year. It does seem like Russell T Davies is writing the Christmas special next year, from the sound of it, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we could potentially be getting Christmas special with Weeping Angels. I never thought I would say that, but yeah, I'm a big sucker for the Weeping Angels. Honestly, they're like the best thing that's come out of the show, in my opinion, like growing up with this show. But yeah, it's just nice to have like a familiar like monster or creature back again. But yeah, I'm assuming we'll be getting a new season in 2027 then, if that's the case, if we're getting a Christmas special. So we're not getting one this year, it's going to be Christmas 2026. But from the sound of it, it does seem like we do now know when The War Between the Land and the Sea, the spin-off show featuring Unit and the Sea Devils, is coming out. So it seems like it's going to be coming out in December, which is really cool. I wonder if this will be coming out sort of Christmas Day, maybe they'll release it on, and then each episode will come out every Saturday or every weekend or whatever from Christmas, maybe, just to fill the gap, to like replace the Christmas special, if you get what I mean. I wonder if they're going to do that instead this year. But yeah, it does seem like it's coming out in December. We don't know when in December yet, we'll have to wait for that announcement, but it does seem like we will get some news on that soon. Maybe we'll get some news about the show on Children in Need, because Doctor Who and that has always had a presence at Children in Need every year. So yeah, keep an eye on that, or maybe they'll just drop a new trailer or something soon, maybe with the actual release date. But yeah, going back to this news about the show though, The War Between the Land and the Sea, does seem like if you live outside of the UK, like in America or anywhere else that has access to Disney Plus, you will not be able to watch this show unless you have probably VPN or whatever until next year, apparently. So with the news of Doctor Who coming back and the news about the spin-off coming out in December, it does seem like that the partnership between the BBC and Disney Plus has fallen through, and Disney Plus will not be a part of the next season of Doctor Who, it seems. So it does look like it's going to be fully funded by BBC and Bad Wolf Studios, and maybe potentially a new streamer service will come in to get involved now. Maybe like it could be maybe anybody like Amazon or Netflix or HBO or anyone. It could be anyone really, but we'll have to see if anything develops on that. But yeah, yeah, I don't know what else I could really say about that, but it just does kind of stink a little bit with the partnership now ending, because I don't think that it was Bad Wolf Studios or the BBC or Russell T Davis's fault for why we're only finding this information out now. It does seem like that this is apparently Disney's fault from the sound of it. But yeah, it does seem like Disney, from the reports, they just wanted to, the words they put in it as, want to Marvelize Doctor Who. But in my opinion, I don't think you should do that with Doctor Who. I know there's like always some good ideas about doing like spin-offs and that, which is really cool, don't get me wrong, I love spin-offs. But I don't want it to get to the point where we have like 5 Doctor Who like related Who-niverse shows coming out every year, because I feel like that's too much. It's like, it's enough doing that with like other brands like Marvel, Star Wars and that. Like, that's why I think those brands are now cutting back now on that kind of stuff. But yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I generally think Doctor Who was doing fine on the BBC budget anyway. I always thought that Doctor Who never needed Disney or anybody else, because I always thought that they were already fine, to be honest. But that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know your opinions. But yeah. That's my main thoughts on the Disney BBC situation. But going back to Doctor Who though, so obviously Christmas special 2026, and then maybe a season after that in 2027, I'm presuming. Now the question is Billie Piper going to be the Doctor? We still currently don't have an answer for that, but in my opinion, I do think she will be in the Christmas special, because I did see something online where she retweeted this news. I think she said something like, "Oh, looks like I've got to do it now," or something like that. I did see. So I don't know. How is the Doctor Rose? Or is she Rose? Is the Doctor Rose? Or is this something to do with Bad Wolf? Who knows, guys? But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. So I reckon they'll probably start filming probably end of this year or like January for the Christmas special, I reckon. So yeah. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much everything for the news. So yeah, we've got the War Between the Land and the Sea coming out this year, which is obviously featuring the Sea Devils and Unit and that, coming out this December, which I'm excited for. And then we've got the Doctor Who Christmas special coming out next year for 2026 Christmas special. So that's exciting. Then potentially we'll have a new season in 2027. But yeah, overall, guys, I'm just glad that we've got Doctor Who news back again, and we know the fate of the show at the moment. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think down below. Are you excited for the Christmas special next year and the new spin-off show? Let me know down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, then leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.